I used to think getting my life together meant having a big dramatic reset, like a new job, new year, or moving to a new place. But at 30, I realized I didn't need a new life. I needed bigger habits. For years, I told myself, once I figure everything out, then I'll finally get it together. That moment never came because I was waiting for the motivation to change instead of building momentum. After years of always feeling behind, numbing myself out with doom scrolling, snacking, video games, and then feeling like garbage because I wasted another day after telling myself today would be different. Today, I'm sharing the 5 habits that finally helped me actually move forward and stop waiting for the right moment to get it all together. I call it my morning ritual because it really is a reset. The alarm would go off. The first thing I do is grab my phone, check notifications, messages, and pretty soon I found myself in a doom scrolling session. Scrolling and scrolling, letting the algorithm dictate my focus and my mood in the first minutes of the day before I even left my bed. Now, I give myself 10 to 15 minutes before I consider even looking at my phone. What I do instead is drink a full glass of water. I try to get the sunlight through the window, just something to wake me up and tell my body that it's daytime. And I do a short breathing exercise to wake up my body. Sometimes I splash cold water on my face or finish the shower cold for 30 seconds. This morning routine was inspired by Jay Shetty, Power Morning, where he broke down the importance behind having a morning ritual. Because taking these extra 10 to 20 minutes in the day to prime yourself and get ready for the day pay off in the long run, because it buys you 1 to 2 hours of focus later on in the day. You'll no longer be zoned out and reactive. You'll be checked in and present. If you want to take one thing from this section, a small intentional morning saves a big chaotic rest of the day. Number 2, I used to go to the gym for looks. And on weeks when work got nuts, I'd skip gym workout days, except I noticed something on those days. Those were my worst days. Missing out on workouts, I got crankier, my body felt stiff and heavy, even my thoughts slowed down. Then I'd finally get into a workout from a run outside or a lift at the gym, and it was like someone turned the lights back on. I felt physically and emotionally lighter, more agile, more capable, and it was a big shift in how I felt. I got hooked on it, and now I work out just for the mental and physical reset. Working out got a lot easier, and I actually looked forward to going to the gym after a long day. Building that discipline of showing up at the gym for a workout trickled into other parts of my life and how I handled harder days. It doesn't have to be some extraordinary workout, just something that gets my heart rate up. Mornings are ideal because it sets the tone for the rest of the day. But honestly, the best time is the time you'll actually do it. Discipline in one area trickles down and trains discipline everywhere, even outside fitness. Another big habit that has helped me tremendously, especially around waking up and sleep, is creating self-imposed digital boundaries. I used to tell myself I was just decompressing after a long day, and then I'd look up from my phone and I realized it was 1 a.m. I'd been doom scrolling for hours. My eyes were strained, my brain was fried, and still tired after decompressing. The sneaky part is it actually felt productive and relieving at the same time. In the moment, you're keeping up, you're connected with the world, but for me, it was avoidance. When I was in that loop, everything in my life that I needed to do felt like a chore. Why cook, work out, start that side project when your phone can give you every emotion in 10 seconds? It's dopamine, it's instant, it's easy, and it's empty. I'd go to bed thinking, damn, I really wasted another day. So I set 2 rules. No phone first thing in the morning, no scrolling an hour before bed. That's it. If I'm struggling, I'll put an app timers on, and guess what? The world isn't going anywhere. Everything is still there when I come back. The shift from instant gratification and quick dopamine off my phone allows me more energy and willingness to do the things in my life I need to do. The hardest part is usually starting those activities. So by limiting the phone, it trains my brain to not be wired for that instant dopamine hit, and I'll actually start things I've been putting off. And when I finally go online, it feels like a choice, not a reflex when I'm bored. The night routine. This one might be the glue that holds the rest together. I used to have a great morning routine, but by 5 or 6 p.m., my discipline would fade. Evenings would turn into the slack-off zone, junk food, random videos, late nights, and then I'd promise myself I'd fix it tomorrow. The problem is that those tiny nightly spirals erase your progress and momentum you built. So I created a night routine that closes the day. To put it in context of dieting, you have a great day of sticking to your diet. Then you cave and eat some chips. That's fine. The danger is the snowball where you might as well eat that burger or pizza you were craving as well, since you already broke the diet. Then you feel guilty and bring it to the next day and the next day, and that opens the cracks. The night routine is the thing that interrupts the snowball. It contains that slip into a single day. In essence, that night routine is a set of things you do to ground the day and also get you ready for sleep. Weekdays, mine is short. A little stretching, I take some magnesium before bed, brush my teeth, do a skincare, and write 3 things in my journal. Weekends, I take my time with it, and I might also read, do a deeper reflection or meditation. It's not about being perfect. It's about sending the signal the day is complete, the signal that stops one bad day from rolling into a bad week, and you got yourself in a state ready for bed. And on days I did zone out, this routine is how I forgive myself and finish strong anyway. I go to bed calm instead of guilty, and I wake up already moving in the right direction. The Sunday reset is my last habit. For the longest time, Sundays were anxiety days. I'd binge a show to avoid thinking about Monday. Then 5 and 6 p.m. hits and boom. Now I'm stressed, weekend gone, and I don't even feel rested. Here's the reframe that helped me. Sunday is half of your weekend. And if I spent it numbing out, I'm essentially wasting 50% of my recharge time. Rest isn't the same as avoidance, so I flipped it. Now Sunday is my reset. It's chill, but it's intentional. I do a lighter workout, walk, stretch, something outdoors if I can. I clean my space so my environment matches my mindset. I open the calendar and actually reassess the week. What's real, what's noise, and what actually matters. I add a little breathing and meditation, reading, whatever actually fills the cup. The result is massive. Monday doesn't blindside me anymore. I'm not dragging myself into the week. It's stuff that keeps future you sane, showing up consistently. Getting my life together didn't come from a grand plan. It came from 5 small promises: movement, boundaries, reset, rest. Each one built a little more trust in myself. And once that trust came back, everything got easier. Pick one habit, keep it for 30 days, watch what happens to your energy, your focus, and your mood. You'll feel the shift quietly at first, then all at once. Most of us don't need a new life. We just need to stop breaking the small promises that hold it together. If you're rebuilding too, subscribe. Let's keep going, one habit at a time.